What is up, EntreFam? Welcome to the Friday Live Day. I'm so pumped that you are here, whether you're watching this live or on the replay. Thanks for being here. We do these every Friday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I'm so pumped that you guys are here. And let me make sure, as always, I get all the screens up so I can feature you in the live stream with the chats and all those good and wonderful things. I hope you're having a fantastic day and a fantastic week. Unfortunately, here in St. Louis, even though it's been an awesome week, we are expecting a ice storm, even though we just got done with a snowstorm last weekend. So who knows what shall befall us again this day. However, it's all good. Today is going to be an incredible day because I got two huge announcements I am so pumped to share with you guys. Again, whether you're watching this live or on the replay, you can still get in on these two announcements, and I'll let you know how that goes in just a little bit. But I've been thinking about with the success of the Canon M50 series, just what exactly or how exactly do I want to proceed with being able to give you guys even more value than what you may have already gotten through the series. I have all of the videos finished, recorded, started editing. I got 2 out earlier this week, and then we'll get another one out, I think maybe tomorrow. But otherwise, we should be done with those within the next couple days, and then we'll be moving on to some more interesting things that just kind of builds upon what the M50 series has been all about. So I hope that you guys have been joining. We're streaming right now live on the Canon M50 with my ATR 2100 USB microphone. And man, I just love this look, just how freaking fantastic it looks. Honestly, it's so exciting. So I want to check real quick, make sure we got everything good to go. Make sure you always got to check with YouTube. But since I use Ecamm Live, I have had 0 issues recording. Anytime I've tried to use OBS or I have tried to use anything else, it always screws up every single time. Or even just YouTube in general, it's always been a problem. But, when I use this Ecamm Live, hashtag not sponsored, but affiliated, it's always been incredible. So if you're watching live, let me know, jump in those comments, in the live comments. But otherwise, I don't want to be on for a long time tonight, but I do want to make sure that I get enough of you guys in the communities, my EntreFam here, to tune into it. But I can tell you, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. I've been working with some other things when it comes to just help being able to further expand what I've been showing in the M50 series. And even once that's done, it's like I found other things I won't be able to include in the series, but I'll still be able to show on the channel that will further expand what you're able to do creatively. I'm finding I can use some of the different hookups, connections, and setups like in any scenario, literally. Whether that is, something that you're trying to do commercially, or whether it's something you want to do personally, whether it's vlogging, all the way up to just promo videos for different stuff. Like it's getting bananas what I'm being able to pull out of this camera. So a lot of great stuff. Like I said, I won't be able to include it in the series because that's already recorded and done. But other than that, even like how to get, like if you want 2 lapel microphones, we know M50 doesn't have a headphone jack built into there, but I found a way for you to be able to get audio so that you can get like a 2-person interview. You won't be able to hear out of the camera, but a way that you can still get 2 audio lines going into the camera. So if you had an interview, lapel mic on this person, lapel mic on that person, that's not, like recording it on your phone or anything like that, and you can get audio to the camera with 2 different, those 2 different audio mics coming in through that way. Trying to remember if I included that one in the series. I think I did, but it's been like so many videos and testing and all that stuff. So hope you guys bear with me. So we got Bobby World, excuse me. I think Bobby's World was a cartoon. You said, how can I connect and charge the M50 with a power bank mobile? Well, Bobby World, can I call you Bobby? So That's something I have yet to try out fully for myself. But if you want the advanced, I haven't tried it myself answer that I'm going to be trying, there is a USB adapter that will take part of what I'm using right now, this AC adapter portion. It takes some type of connection that kind of a way so that you're still using the dummy battery. You're still using that AC adapter, but you're able to use a little converter that will let you plug it in via USB. And so I can throw, now again, I'm going to share this with you, not something I've tested, but I do know a creator that has tried it and it did work fine. And they're not complaining about it. You said, call me Bobby. We are friends, LOL. Well, thanks, Bobby. I appreciate that. So let me give you this item and you can check it out for yourself. I put it in my Amazon cart. I have not picked it up just yet. I literally just got home a little bit ago, but I'm going to be picking this one up. And it, like I said, it takes part of this being able to connect it via the dummy adapter and the little battery thing that plugs in within the door. And you use that and it like hooks in via USB. So I have a battery bank that'll let me get up to 3.5 days. Like I've continuously used it on my phone. So this will work for that. And then if you use Honey, which is the Google Chrome app I'm always talking about, then you can find other ways to save like additional monies on that way. So let me get some of this other stuff out the way, but it's only $20. So if you can spare, I think $20 or $30. So if you can spare that, then that's the solution for you. But let me grab that for you and I will drop that. Oh, $22. So actually, so if you don't need the wall charger part, then it's just $19.99. If you do want the wall charger part that has the USB portion on it, then it's $22. And with me having Honey, I'm not seeing where it's giving me any additional discounts on that. Otherwise, I'd be able to share with you what that is. Actually, I don't know why I'm tripping. I could show you this literally now, but let me drop this in here and you can check it out. Bobby. All right. My computer is having a field day. I got too much stuff open. Sorry for the delay. But let me know if you guys are ghost watching. Throw a comment down over in that chat window so I can, you let me know that you're here. I'd be glad to welcome you to the stream. So let me throw your question back up there and then I can get this for you. So it is an affiliate link, of course, if you want to support the channel. Otherwise, you can just, I guess, open it in a different window, but that's the answer. So that's a little USB thingy. And it works with a dummy adapter. Plugs it into USB. As far as I know, a creator has tried it. I saw some really older videos for like the Canon SL1 that has used it. And they didn't have any complaints. So I'm guessing it's not an issue. Again, I always try to find something that's been around for a little while. But yeah, that's how you do it. Hope that helps. So So let's see here. We have Miss Kaylin Lowry. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the EntreFam. Glad that you are here. So I don't want to waste anybody's time that is present and here. So we are going to jump into it. So 2 huge announcements tonight. I've been continuously working on trying to get, again, just like what is the best pro level setups for somebody that is on a budget. You're what I call a working entrepreneur or workpreneur. You maybe work a job or whether you love it or you hate it, but you're still, in corporate America or corporate whomever, a country that you're in. And you're still doing that maybe in your daytime. You're building your dream after hours, right? You have all of these different things going on in your life. You have, maybe children or family, whatever your reason why for what you want to get, or just something that you know how to do. Maybe you know how to do hair, nails really well. Maybe you're a mechanic and you love working on cars and you just really want to share your passion and everything of what you're doing through video. That's one of the things that inspired the M50 series, is getting beyond myself to find something that is really going to work for me, but not just for me, but you guys and the thing that's kind of going to best help propel you forward in the things that you want, which is why I'm just like pulling as much out of this M50 as I possibly can, and it can do it. So when it comes to that, as you guys know, I've been constantly talking about and sharing about just my course that I've been working on, the Entre Insiders Video Academy, and that officially, as of right now today, that officially is becoming available for people to not necessarily sign up for it for the course yet, but you can sign up once you sign up to the Entre Insiders not Video Academy. Once you sign up to the email community, so you go to DianaGladney.com where you got the M50 list or whatever. You should have gotten an email yesterday. I'm going to send another one out as soon as the stream is over. So if you see this video later, you're not a part of the email community, just reply back to that initial email. It will come directly to me. It won't go to my assistant or anything like that or anyone else. Reply back to me directly and to that email, and I'll get you the information. But if you're interested in learning how to really pull, like when it comes to the quality beyond the settings and all of that stuff, really being able to get professional pro video, not just like here's some settings, record and all of this, but an actual 6-week guided course is what the Entre Insiders Video Academy is all about. I also got a few bonuses. I'll share that out in the email. Again, if you get this later, make sure you reply back to the email when you get the M50 guide, and I'll get you the details. But it's going to go through a 6-week guided course. After every week, you'll have like some video modules that you can go through on your own. Every week, I'll be there with you to help boost your courage and everything else, and answer any questions that you guys may have on a weekly live stream. At the end of that 6 weeks, you'll not just only be able to learn how to create video, not any of this necessarily free stuff out there, some good stuff out there, but really diving deep beyond the M50, beyond just settings and all of that good stuff. And I'm actually going to be throwing in a bonus for another course that I'm working on that's specifically for editing. So when it comes to if you spend a lot of hours editing and you just get tired of that, I'm going to give you all of my resources, my processes that I've been able to develop over the years to help me to be able to record lots of different videos, maybe thousands of dollars thus far. I'm hoping to get that over into the 5-digit mark by the end of this year. And with just so many different things, like video has unleashed so much in my life. It's really been a blessing to me, and I want to be able to give that back to the community. So the Entre Insiders Video Academy is becoming available. So if you're interested in that, make sure when you get the M50 guide or whatever, I'll send you that information. Again, as soon as this live stream is over tonight, I'm going to be sending that out to the Entre Insiders community, email community. If you sign up after this, it'll only be for a little while. If you sign up after this, then you'll need to email me directly and still see if it's available, because I'm only keeping this first group. It's not just like an everlasting course or whatever. It's only going to be 15 people max. I was thinking to even knock that down to 10 people, but it's literally I'm thinking maybe once it get to 12 people even, to maybe just kind of close the doors at that point. So you'd have to wait to even see if maybe I do it again sometime later this year or something like that. But I promise you one thing is for sure, the discount that this first group is going to get, it will never be this low of a price ever again. Ever again. Like, it's a steal, I promise you. So, first group of 15, first come, first serve when those doors actually open to be able to purchase it. And I'll give you all the details. But every week, we're working on something different, something to get you through your first series that'll bring you, hopefully, your first, nice paycheck in your business, whether you have subscribers or not. And I think a lot of people get the wrong impression. You say, oh, you only have 100 subscribers. What does that matter? Are you running what you're doing as a business or not? And kind of touch into some of those YouTube tactics, like how many subscribers you have on YouTube does not matter about your income. It has nothing to do with it. I made over $1,000 with my first client. Made over $1,000, and I had 15 or 20 at the time subscribers. That has nothing to do with it. So you making some significant income, whether it's just enough to cover your car payment, your mortgage, or just whatever, business expenses that you have, is not predicated on how many subscribers that you have. It's a whole nother world out here. So I'm going to be sharing those details. Again, my processes when it comes to editing, all kinds of stuff to save you what literally took me years to develop. So that's the first huge announcement. So if you're interested in that course, that will be coming available very, very soon here. But if you want to get on that first come, first serve list, then make sure you become an insider so that you get those details. So that's announcement number 1. Announcement number 2, kind of touched on this in my video earlier this week, was talking about the Sony a6400, and that is the fact that I am going to be selling my beloved Panasonic G85. That's very hard to say. It's not because it's something wrong with it, or like most of the time it spends a lot of time in the office, surprisingly, minus the few shoots that I've used it for. But man, this thing is such a beast. But I think it's better built for somebody that's behind the camera more so than somebody that's in front of the camera. So that may not be everybody in the community. And it's like, well, great, you're telling us you're selling your camera hot. That's not fully it. That's just part of the part number 2. Okay. So I will be selling my beloved Panasonic G85. So I'll be putting that up on eBay. So if it floats your boat or finds your lost remote, then more than likely you'll be able to click on that link when I make that available on eBay in the description down below, and you'll be able to get access to this camera with the screen protector, with the batteries. I'm going to do a whole creator's kit. So you'll get the lens, the kit lens, which, like, I feel some kind of way. Seriously, I feel some kind of way. I've really bonded with this camera, but I wanted to go to a good home. I wanted to go to a good person. I wanted to go to somebody that's going to care for it as much as I have, but actually use it maybe more than I have. Man, this camera has been incredible. So you'll get the, additional batteries, the AC adapter that works with this one that I've used for over a year now. So you can have unlimited battery power. It already has unlimited recording, in-body image stabilization, all kinds of stuff that goes with this, the strap, lens cover, like a lot of stuff. Only thing that's beat up is the box, because for whatever reason, they gave me a trashy box when I bought it. So I'll be putting that up on eBay. But how does that relate to you guys? Well, we have a new addition to the family that, depending on how things go this weekend with my testings of it, then we'll determine if I keep this little gem or not, which is this little baby right here. So I picked this up a little bit ago, and real quick, so Steph Shutter TV, happy Friday to you, my friend. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, I picked up the DJI Osmo Pocket. So for the little amount of time that I have played with this thing, holy crap. Holy crap. Man, this is surprisingly deliciously good. Like, you hook it up to your phone, goodness gracious, what is happening right now? So, like, listen, this thing kind of looks plastic, and I think, like, that is a misconception with this. Just looking at it, it's a lot of little questions that I have. I'll be doing some different videos on this beyond just like my initial impressions and review and all that stuff. So I'll kind of break it down a little bit like I did the M50 series, but not 30 videos worth. But probably do a decent amount, because this is another viable option that is just like, wow. And after watching so many videos on it, it is a lot of mistakes I'm seeing people make, or maybe stuff people forget or just choose to omit. Like, I'm having an issue with a lot of these review channels and stuff that are out there now for a lot of these products, because you get this super polished video. They're not really answering all the questions that I would like for them to answer. They're not getting some of the fine details, and that's kind of what I hope to do with any videos on my channel, is get a little bit more in depth and give you some more details, because like some people are saying it's out of focus, and it's like, no, like any camera, you're too daggone close to it. Like, everything has like what's called a minimum focusing distance. So you can't have it like here and expect it to focus. Like, it needs within a certain distance. Every lens actually has that on any camera. So if you get too close, yeah, it can't focus because it can't see it. You have to be within a certain distance. So people are like, oh, it's not focusing. Do you like that? So, and it's not like a lot of stuff I'm saying on that has been online that I've seen, even just with my little bit of time with it, complete garbage. People are just tripping. So Kaylin Lowry, you're saying, are you using the 4K now? No, I'm actually using just regular 1080p, 30 frames per second on the Canon M50, using my USB method for the recording. That's it. Looks pretty darn good, doesn't it? So this is only difference is that I'm using the Viltrox speed booster and the $80 35 millimeter f2.0 means it's really good for blurry background, low light, and all that good stuff, which is good for indoors. That's pretty much it. Do you need that to look like this? No. You can check any of my other Friday live day videos where I've done this kind of setup, my golden look as I call it, and you won't really notice a whole lot of difference. You won't get as blurry of a background or whatever, but it still looks really nice, and that's just using the regular kit lens. So it doesn't take a whole lot to get a look like this. It just maybe looks a little bit more sharper, I guess. So, but that's just the lens, the quality of the glass in the lens. That's the only thing that makes the difference. But yeah. So Mathematica Humanista. What's up, Carlos? Good to see you. Said, hi, Diana. I wish you the best on your new ways. Success. Thank you, my friend. I really appreciate that. Appreciate all the love. But yeah, so like the build quality on this, like this is, I don't know what kind of a plastic or metal or something, but like it's legit. Like it is legit. This is my first gimbal, first device that can do 1080p 120 frames per second, first device that can do 4K 60 frames per second. Like insane. It's really been insane thing. Like it's different when you get your hands on stuff versus just watching videos. And that's one of the things, like I've just kind of come to my conclusion with watching reviews online. I'll take their suggestions I take that to heart a little bit, but then at the same time, it's like you kind of got to take some of the stuff that they're saying with a grain of salt, because I'm seeing some people that are too nice about real issues that something may be having, or they're too extra with, like, oh, it doesn't do this. Okay, well, everybody has different expectations. So maybe saying what your expectation was to begin with, or what your intended use was for something, is determining why you're, giving that particular type of feedback. I feel like for the everyday person, which is why I like to watch the Everyday Dad. For the everyday person, I'm coming from the perspective of an entrepreneur, a home-based business entrepreneur who wants to create professional videos, whether that is for, the clients that I may pick up locally that I'm doing different video projects for, or for my church, or so a small church under 100 people, video projects for that. And if you want to do like homemade videos or whatever, like I was recording some stuff just hanging out in my mom and dad's room over there just after having dinner tonight. So it's like, so for that, and my mom, she's freaking shocked. She's like, wow, that's incredible. We need another one. It's just like, so for that kind of stuff, the Vlogmas videos, like the one I cherish the most is Christmas Eve with my family and my cousins, and then Christmas with my mom and dad. So it's just like, for that stuff like that, incredible. Like, I love it. Like, I'm so thankful to have captured those memories. So what else are, like, people that's zooming in, like, to ridiculous eons? It's like, what are you looking for? You want to see the actual feather of a bird? Go get you, $1,000 something plus camera. Go spend your $2,300 on something. But for the stuff I think that our community cares about, or the things that you want to know, that's what I intend to bring to this channel. So that's all the stuff that you'll see from my perspective of the things that I'm creating. So the videos that I create with this, we got this ice storm coming in here tonight, and I'm hoping that within the next 10 or so hours before the morning hits, I'll be able to see, because I want to go to the History Museum and be able to get some shots with this, to be able to kind of see what's what when it comes to that. Man, I didn't drink enough water, apparently, these past couple of days. But I'm hoping that if I can safely drive into the History Museum, I want to go and get some shots with this. But otherwise, this thing is freaking incredible. Like, so baffled with just like the stuff, the accessories that they have with it, the little microphone that they have on here. Like, just wow. I think people just are whining when it comes to YouTube now. I think we've gotten to the point, and the guy Justin Rivas did a video. He's talking about basically like the toxicity that YouTube for creators or creative entrepreneurs is becoming, just where people are only talking about the gear and stuff like that. I don't know if it's for affiliate link hype or what, people just trying to create money that way, or if like you actually are doing something with the stuff outside of the videos you're creating with YouTube. Like I legit stay busy when I'm not, even though I do these videos, doing videos every single week. I got a lot more videos to make for the course. It's just like doing some stuff, staying busy. The fact that like this will track, where you're moving. I'm not thinking about letting somebody riding a bike doing zigzags. What are you doing? Maybe if you're getting your kids first, taking the wheels off the thing, what do you call those? Training wheels. Then that's one thing. It's fine. It'll work. But I'm thinking about somebody like my friend Anita, incredible channel, Anita by Design. She makes the most beautiful things. And she has shots where she's getting very close on her hands, and she's doing that. And if she moves from right here to the fabric to over here to the sewing machine, just that little distance, you got to stop, readjust the camera, make sure it's in focus, and then do it or whatever. Versus this thing, it's going to move with you. Track it on your hand, it'll move with you. So I'm thinking about people like that fit into the niche of what this channel is built around. And even for me, when I'm getting ready to do this course and I want to show you this specific stuff, like I did the first 6 videos of the M50 series, and they were completely bombed. I had my little ZS70 trying to get like an over-the-shoulder look. Went out of focus. You know why? Because Panasonic didn't update those other cameras that they have that use the same focus. They're only focused on like the GH5 and all that. Surprisingly, the G85 is not terrible, but I want stellar autofocus. And even though this one has like a contrast autofocus for what I want to use it for, and then like the follow focusing abilities, the just tracking, and like that's phenomenal. When I'm doing talks, speeches and all that, I can put the M50 in one spot, get unlimited recording this way, have my laptop on a little stool, or even use the app and hit record twice to get over an hour recording, however many times or whatever, and have this one set up in the other little corner and just be able to track me so I can still walk. Like, mind-blowing. So Kaylin, you're saying, looks great. Your lighting must be great. I just purchased a 50mm f1.8. I hated spending the money, but I know I won't regret it. So what I use for lights is, honestly, they cheap. I mean, here's where I come from price-wise. I want quality at a good price. So I just don't want cheap stuff at a cheap price. Like, I look for the best quality at the best price. If something requires me to spend the money for it, like when I bought my Panasonic G85, it was close to $1,000. Close to $1,000. Now you can get them for, goodness, $600, $700. So, I want great stuff at a great price. My lights I always have them linked down in the description below. It's the Limo Studios softbox lights. When I use the Honeychrome app that I'm always talking about. The hell is honking the horn? So I don't know if y'all heard that. But when I use these, it's $60. $60 softbox lights. I took some craft paper, professionally clipped them over the lights to make it a little bit softer so it's a little more even. Changed the light bulb in my ceiling light, because this is just my spare bedroom in my apartment, so I can use it as my home office deduction. So quick tip there if you're not doing that. So they're all the same temperature, and the only one that's different is the one in the back. Magic, $60, an additional $8 plus the light bulbs that I got from like Lowe's. So this is the 35mm lens. I know you say you got the 50mm. I have shared over and over why I don't care for the 50. It's just the distance. Like, I can at least have that one 2 steps away, and I can get all of this in frame. If it was the 50mm, which I had before, that thing would be halfway across the room. Like, without that speed booster, it's really, really crazy. So, Carlos, you saying I'll try and let you know the results. Oh, okay. I missed one. So you said, Diana, I discovered a similar eCam for Windows. It's called SparkoCam. I guess the USB method will work with it. I'll try it and let you know the results. So I have tried that. I was saying how probably a couple videos ago that I was going to try to find a PC method. I tried the SparkoCam with, what is it called? Something by Streamlabs by OBS. So I tried for PCs and Windows users. I tried SparkoCam because you have to have that in addition to something like Streamlabs, OBS, vMix, or XSplit. Those are the ones I've seen that are for, and I think Wirecast. Those are the ones that would work on PC. I tried it with Streamlabs OBS. Since I've used Ecamm Live, I personally don't like it. It's still too clunky. It's still not, it's still not where I would like it to be usability wise for me to share it with everybody. So, if you're maybe a little bit more tech savvy, then yeah, I would say try it out. But otherwise, I can't recommend it because I always try to get stuff that's really simple. So for somebody that's not used to doing video stuff, but you want professional looks, making things super easy for them. I can't include that right now personally because it's too clunky. So that's why I said, probably have to search online and find out what's a great result for that because it's just too clunky for me. I like Ecamm Live, incredible user interface. You don't need to know anything about anything to get professional stuff. Like for me to pop your thing on the screen, or like I was talking about the Entre Insiders Video Academy, pop that up. I actually forgot to put that up there when I was talking about it. Entre Insiders Video Academy is launching now, so I'm talking about that at the same time that's popping up. I want to go back to your comment or have that on the screen at the same time. I can do that, and I can go and get rid of them if I want to. If I want to switch to the screen on my computer, and you see that from what's coming from the laptop, you have that right there. And if I want to switch back to this, then I have that. It's a lot of stuff that I want people to be able to do those same things. But if it's going to be super difficult, or if one thing falls out of line, it's like the whole setup is screwed. It's like, I can't do it. But yeah, so I'm still trying to find a way that's good for the PC that's not like a headache. So he said, I saw the Insta360 One X the other day. It seems to be amazing as well. I did see that also, and I've been watching some videos on them. I try to get something that best fits into my setup, but I don't know how to use that, like I wouldn't know, like there's the little world planet, like some stuff is cool, just like again my G85 has a lot of cool stuff on here, incredible stuff on here. I don't use it. So, but at the same time, I encourage you to try it out. If it suits you, something that you love, go for it, man. Don't take nobody else's opinion for it. You go for it. Alex Miner hopping on the stream. You said announcements. Well, Alex Miner, you must just have joined us. And for anyone else joining on the stream, I said 2 huge announcements, which I gave those earlier, and then I'll share with you now. So first things first, as I already shared, the Entre Insiders Video Academy that I've been talking about is finally becoming available. So right now you'll be able to get on the interest list. So when that cart officially opens, I'm only opening it up for a few people. It'll only be available for maximum 15 people. I'm really honestly thinking about shutting that down at the first 12 people. So the first 12 people that sign up for that, then you'll have access to it. But to get on that early birds list, so you'll get a huge discount. This won't be some, extravagant course for like $9.97. It's not anything like that. But to get an incredible discount on this course for beginners, where I walk you through a 6-week guided course, where every week you'll get content specifically on how to get professional video out of your equipment, whether you're using a phone or more specifically something like the M50 or some other similar camera. really be able to pull beautiful professional videos and be able to get early access to my editing course that'll be coming out later. But you'll get early access to that for free as a bonus, as well as I'm thinking about throwing a few other things in there just to sweeten the deal for those first 12 to 15. I'll have to make up my mind as to when I want to cut that off, but no more than 15 people. So the first 15 will get access to that. And again, it's for beginners. You're like, well, what's the difference between that and whatever I can find on YouTube? Good luck putting all of that in order. And yes, you can, but I'm going to be giving you all of my specific secrets, workflows, and processes that help me to create professional video. I can record, edit, and upload a video in 2 hours and it be professionally done. So whether that's for yourself, for your business, primarily for your business or something like that you're doing, maybe you have a YouTube channel you want to make some income off of, be going over some of that information. And then every week we'll have a live Q&A session. So whatever questions or concerns that you have, we'll be doing that through there. So I am so excited. Like, I've been so giddy about this course, but that's announcement number 1. Be a part of the Entre Insiders. If you don't already have the M50 guide, get that. Go to DianaGladney.com. Just become a part of the Entre Insiders community. Email will go out as soon as the stream is over. If you watch this after the stream is over, send me an email, reply back to the email you initially get. It will come directly to me, and I'll get you on that first dibs list. So that's announcement number 1. Announcement number 2, Alex Miner is not going to like this, but I am selling my Panasonic G85. So my camera that I have affectionately named Griffin after the filmmaker Griffin Hammond, but I'm going to be selling her, or him rather. Unfortunately, I am just not using it sufficiently enough behind the camera to justify me being able to keep it with some of the other purchases I know that I'm going to be making this year, especially knowing that there are some other cameras that'll come out later this year. Probably hear some more announcements by the end of February. For sure, between April and August, we'll get a lot more announcements for any budget-friendly cameras maybe this year. But because I know there's some other things that I'm going to want to purchase, I know that this one is not one that I'm not going to use any longer, simply because I think it is an incredible camera. Take that back. It's a phenomenal camera when you're behind it. But for the things that I want to do in front of it and the things that I'm really being able to do that really make me happy, I'm doing it with the M50, and I'm just not doing it with the G85 anymore. So even though spec for spec, detail for detail, as I originally said in my videos with it, it blows it away. But for whatever reason, this M50 suits me perfectly, and I love everything about it, even despite its shortcomings. So I'm going to be selling the G85, so I'm going to do a creator's kit that I'll do where you'll get all of my additional batteries, the power adapter that I use like for the M50. I had got one for this one, works phenomenal. You'll be getting that one in addition to the lens, and I need to decide if I want to include my 20mm lens, f1.7 lens in there. So something like this lens, put that in that kit as well, and I'll be selling that on eBay. But I want it to go to a good home, so I want to let y'all know about it before anything else. But in lieu of that, I'll have to see how this weekend goes. I picked up the DJI Osmo Pocket, and after just playing with it for about an hour, I'm freaking blown away. I am blown away. Like, screw what everybody's talking about on YouTube. I don't know what these people are getting paid or not getting paid, or what their expectations are. This camera, this device is the bee's knees. Like, bee's knees Hall of Fame certified. This goes on the list. So I picked this up this afternoon, and I can't wait to play with it. I'm going to really stress test it this weekend because we're getting an ice storm actually kind of rolling in right now in St. Louis. So I don't know if I'll get to the History Museum and get to be out and about and test it, because, I mean, nobody wants to see me slip and fall. That's going to be hard to get up, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. And yeah, so if nothing else, but I'm going to be doing more videos out and about with that. But I'm like people, I just think people on YouTube are whiners. I think the people that are making these tech related videos as their thing that they do, like that's all that they do is tech review stuff, they tripping. They was, I'm not gonna lie, I was upset because what I wanted Canon to release when it came to the N50, basically the G85 type specs, they didn't. But for what I'm doing with it, I'm like, what am I tripping off of? Like, what is wrong with me? Like, I freaking love this camera. I'm blown away. Even if this one doesn't work, even if it do work, this right here, I probably still would get another M50. I'm probably gonna get 2 of them. But yeah, man, it's like changing my life, changing the game. For real, like I wish I could throw in a little clip real quick from the Christmas program, just like different little shots. I'll probably do that just to show in some of the other videos. Incredible. Like low light, dimly lit situations without the Viltrox speed booster. This $80 35mm Yongnuo lens freaking blew me out the water. Better than anything I have ever produced before in my life. Blowing me out the water. I'm baffled. So that's the 2 announcements, long-winded version, or just my version, because I'm a talker. XSplit is awesome. So yeah, I guess, Alex, I don't know if you have any videos on that, but if he probably uses it or something on his channel. Alex is a bona fide filmmaker. So if you guys want to see a legit indie filmmaker, go check out Alex Miner's channel. He is phenomenal stuff. He actually won some awards this past summer for his filmmaking ability, so check him out. So Dave Penn, welcome to the stream, welcome to the community. You said, hi, how did you set up the M50 for live streaming? So I have a series on my channel called M50 for Beginners, and in there I have one that'll show you how to do it with the Elgato Cam Link. I don't like it that much because it'll time out at 30 minutes. Like I'm at 41 minutes right now. I'd have to, like 11 minutes ago, have to have pressed the shutter button to wake the camera back up or unplug it and plug it back in. If you go back several streams, you'll see me actually doing that. But I'm using what's called the USB method. Man, I'm sorry, my throat is parched. Like I'm tripping. My apologies. So I use what's called the USB method. You still get autofocusing ability. So like if I want to take and put this up, it focuses and then it comes back to me. Using that Elgato way, it won't focus. You got to completely turn almost everything off, manual focus, so you can get this. This USB way is working like a charm. So that's how I'm using that. Check out the video in the series. I break down all the details. Now, just so you know, that is for a Mac setup. So I'm using my MacBook Pro and a program that I just try and get through, trying to find a PC Windows version. That program I thought would work on either. It doesn't. So Alex Miner is saying check out XSplit and then Sparkle Cam. Looks like Carlos in the community in the chat here. He's been trying that out. So Gadget Beard, welcome to the community. Welcome to the fam, the EntreFam. He's saying El Gato. Yes. Elgato. I don't know what you mean, but yeah, the Elgato Cam Link, it's somewhere in this office, but I'm probably going to be selling that too, maybe, because if I get another M50 or another Canon camera in general, the USB method works for DSLRs and it works for so if they got the M50 and I think they maybe have the EOS R, I want to see what they can do with some of these more recent cameras. But rumor has it Canon is going to be releasing maybe an updated version to the Canon M6. The M50 just came out last summer, so I don't doubt that they will be replacing this so soon, but maybe the M6, M5, I don't know. Who knows what Canon's going to do? They may not even know what they're going to do. So we'll see. But, I mean, if I would keep using the USB method, and I'm selling the G85, I don't have a reason to keep it unless I get a different camera. But I know Panasonic is not really doing what I would like for them to do. So we are going to part ways, and I'm going back to my husband, Canon, and I'm going to stop being a cheater. But no, I'm not brand loyal. I'm business loyal. So Alex Miner with the face. Yes, sir. Alex Miner is a professional G85 user, and so I know he's not liking this news too much, as I can see from the angry faces there in the chat. I'm sorry, my brother, but It's just, I mean, it's just not for me. Not any longer. I thought I would maybe use it behind the camera more, so that the time I would spend in front of the camera wouldn't be like, it'll be kind of be justified or whatever, but it's just not the case. And since the summer, when I got the M50, it was still kind of warm outside. I don't know if it was summertime, but was it? October-ish, maybe? I don't know. But when I got the M50, I used it on that first shoot, and I haven't stopped using it. Used it for the Christmas program where it really blew my socks off. I've been trying these other lenses, 35 millimeter on here. You know, this is just a simple kit lens. You got the other lenses, like, and I know you're going to feel some type of way about this, and I'm sorry, but he's got to go. He has got to go. So Nicole Dre, welcome to the stream. You're saying Elgato Cam Link. Yes, sir. The Elgato Cam Link. So there is, they did come out with like a 4K. This is just like the 1080p version, but we have not yet reached in streaming land where most people are streaming or even watching in 4K. You have some that do it, but I think for as a whole, the majority, we're not streaming in for. And then honestly, this looks really good. This is just 1080p, 30 frames per second. It looks really good. What is 4K on top of that going to really give me without stressing all of my stuff out? You know, I already invested in like an extra extra $300, I think, for my modem to make sure I got that. I paid the extra for exceptional internet. The MacBook, even though it's an older one, keeps up like a champ. I can throw these comments, do the audio, intro, outro, all of that stuff like I want to. No problem. You know, why do I need it? You know, you don't need 4K, but if I'm going to keep using Canon for the foreseeable next 2 years at least, then unless something blows me away, Nikon is looking really interesting, but unless some other company really blows me away with not the specs, but how well it fits into what I'm using, because here's the other thing with this right here. So I have my, I can show you better than I can tell you. So I have my bag on the floor there. So I have my 2 journals. I have this book that I'm reading right now by my brother from another mother, Sean Cannell, the YouTube Secrets book. So I have these nice stack of stuff on top of my calendar, paper calendar, that's not, which is about the same size. That wasn't in the bag today, but usually it is. So those essentially like 4 books, right? I have my power bank that's about that thick. And I had the M50 rolled into my Domke wrap, which is just like, I talked about this on my favorite accessories or whatever. So all of the stuff goes in here. It just kind of folds over. So maybe about that big. And this, what else do I need? I can go sit in a Starbucks, go to a meeting, go to an event. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to get this USB charger and adapter, and I'll be able to let you guys know how that works with the M50 for unlimited power on the go without wall access. Because what if you are in the middle of a convention and you want to set it up and use it? You know, then what? Without carrying extra batteries, maybe. So like I said, I found a creator that has been using it. He has said it's successful. He's not having any issues, so I'm going to try it. And I'll have that here maybe by Sunday, hopefully, and be able to try that out. But, you know, it's like, what more could I ask for? 1080p, 120 frames per second, 4K 60. My first 4K 60 camera in a package like this. Literally follow focus. Like I walked around the room, like, it's a bunch of stuff, you know, like in my parents' room, like they got bookshelves and all that. So plenty of distractions. It's not like a simple white wall or whatever like it is behind me. It's plenty of stuff to be distracted. It even picked up the faces on the TV. They got a big screen TV. Picked up the faces on the TV. Like, blown away. Is it going to be 1,000% perfect? Probably not. But for my use, it will be perfect for me. And I think that's what's huge. The real fanboy, holy Macklemore. So let me get down to the other comments first. So the Greens Scene, I love that name. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the community. Have you tried streaming with OBS? A long time ago. in a land far away, which is that desk just a few steps away. I tried it using the G85, Elgato Cam Link, and OBS. Works fine. I don't like OBS because even though I didn't have an issue, I'm seeing a lot of people have an issue that has good internet, computers where it needs to be spec wise and all that. But you are saying one thing and your mouth is moving one way and then the audio is picking up something else. Constantly an issue. So it seems, and it takes a minute for them to dial in their settings and all of that. I just don't like it. I like stuff that's stupid simple. I want to be able to be tired and use it. Like I had somebody tell me in a video, said, you blink a lot. I said, yeah. I said, that's a sure way that you can tell I'm tired when I'm recording. You'll see me all the time. Like guaranteed way to tell I'm tired. I'm blinking constantly. I think I'm a blinker anyway, but like I'm like excessive. I'm tired most of the time I'm recording. I'll do 7 up to, I've done an entire course in a day. You know what I'm saying? So I'll take like, let's say 2.5 hours and I'll crank out several videos and then I'll edit like the first 2 or 3 and then I'll go to bed and then I'll get up and I'll go to work and then I'll bust my butt there. And you know what I'm saying? Then I'll leave and I'll go to church. You know, it's like I'm constantly doing something, or I'll leave from the end of the week and I'm going to church. I'm head of video over there. I'm constantly working through solutions with that. And like, what are we going to do for this or whatever the case is? Teaching teen church as well at church. So like I stay busy. So when I'm recording these videos, I am not like, you know, fully rested. Like it is what it is. You grind when you need to grind. You do what you got to do. So hell, if I'm blinking, it's because I'm tired. I almost said some stuff. Shoot. The Real Fanboy. Everybody check out The Real Fanboy. One of the few channels I watch that will give you the real deal. So he said Canon is great. He said, I need this for live streaming. Hey man, USB method. I'm using a Mac. I think you use PC, but I'm using a Mac and M50, 35 millimeter Yongnuo lens, f2.0, Viltrox speed booster. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alex Miner, you said, I'm thinking about getting an M50 for my wife someday, but I don't think I can ever ditch Panasonic. The image is too good. I agree with you, especially if something else I'm realizing for myself too. I don't color grade a whole bunch or whatever. Like somebody asked me, a photographer friend, who's like, how do you get your stuff to look that way? I try to get it as great and perfect as possible straight out of the camera, so I'm not having to do a whole bunch of stuff afterwards. I try to get it as right as possible in the camera, and I can see with the stuff that you're doing, you are just like nailing it in camera. So the fact that it is like the especially like the J85, any of the Panasonic cameras for that matter, are so customizable. It's undeniably good. It truly, truly is. But I need to more simplify my process. So like I thought I was just getting an M50. Like, man, let me get this little bump camera for this Vegas trip and see how I do for a vlogging camera and a B camera. Shoot, this didn't turn into the A camera. It's didn't turn into the camera. And I'm loving like so much to just be my little messenger bag, my books, which is huge for me, my battery bank, and like I don't have to get a whole big setup, or like I'm good, you know. Like that Vegas trip revealed a lot of excessiveness in my kit, and then revealed to me what I'm really using. So, you know, it's still like I still got my Panasonic ZS70, so it still is the bomb. Unlimited recording, features 4K, 30 frames per second. I still get the stuff that I like in there. So I still have a Panasonic camera, but my G85 is just is not anything that I'm going to be using at all. Not anything beyond what the M50 has. Even like the 4K, like I'm loving using that because I can use the app, dial in my settings. That video is in the M50 series, so that's coming. The last couple videos will post over the next couple days. But yeah, man, it's the bee's knees. I hope your wife likes it. Let her join the EntreFam, join the community. Does she get in on the videos? As far as I haven't seen her on any, like make her do some videos, man. I'd love to see your wife online. Because obviously she got to be picking up some of the stuff you're doing. So, so Bobby World say on the iPhone 7 Plus, it only streams to viewers at 720p on YouTube. That is across the board for any YouTube. So I can have this on 1080p, 30 frames per second, hell, even 4K or whatever. But YouTube does not do over 720p. Not that I've found. And you guys can let me know, for those of you that stream or have streamed, let me know in the comments. But they'll always say, like, I know I'm paying extra for exceptional Wi-Fi. I know I paid, extra money for an exceptional router for like this little space, like my little setup here. And I'm in the same room as my Wi-Fi. I'm even hooked in via Ethernet. No excuses for, poor internet connection. And it'll say, oh, well, stream quality is okay. If I could hit you, YouTube, if I could hit you. But they still say 720p. I don't care if you're on your phone, because phones can do a lot now. But I don't know what's up with YouTube. Facebook was like that. I've seen, and I don't know, who knows what Zuckerberg is doing, but I've seen some people do some 1080p streams on Facebook at least. So hopefully within this next year, with video being more of a focus, a lot of statistics talking about the surge that's going to happen with video in 2020. So that's why I'm trying to really encourage everyone to, for your business, for if you want to, maybe blow up your YouTube channel. Hell, a lot of y'all YouTube channels bigger than mine, but it's like, it's not really about the numbers. But if that's what you want, or you're wanting to up their quality and stuff like that, it's really why I'm taking a focus and just more or less redirected the channel, along with my passions and stuff, to really focus in, like, okay, we're entrepreneurs. And like, even though today, like, I was recording a video with the M50 on, how to use this QuickBooks self-employed app to kind of track your everyday goings and stuff. So when I got off work, I started recording the video while I'm in the car, and this is how you work with this. And when you get your receipt, you do this, and whatever. So I'll finish that video up. That video will be going out next week. But, it's just like, for an entrepreneur, yes, it's important to have your apps. Yes, it's important to have the gear. Yes, it's important to have the great bank accounts that work within your workflow. But it also is important to get visible. And that's my biggest thing that I'm driving home right now over these next 2 years. Get your business visible. Nothing else matters. Who cares what camera you're creating with or whatever? Get your business visible. Because otherwise, once this surge really happens, it's a wrap. It's going to be a wrap when a lot of people that's not online right now come online. So, yeah. So, Nicole Dre saying, just bought my G85, loving it. Congratulations, man. That is one heck of a purchase. I'm telling you, it's phenomenal. It's a phenomenal camera. It really is. I have zero complaints as to the quality, and just the customizability makes you feel all warm inside. And so the Greens saying, you said, I feel you. We have 4 kids, and it's tough getting these videos out. Heck yeah, man. It really is. It's, I can't imagine for you all that are strong people and you have families, I go and play with my nieces and nephews, but then I leave, so like every day this week, I'm going over, play with my nieces and nephews, and then I leave. But, you got kids, you can't. So you got to find that way. When I'm working with my one-on-one coaching clients, like, that's the number one thing. It's like, okay, well, I got this baby, or okay, I got a 4-year-old. It's like, what do I do? It's just like, you have to find time. No different than, my challenges with endometriosis, and when I'm not feeling fatigued, or even when I am, what do I do for this? It's like always being able to utilize that time. So whether you are sitting down, having study time with the kids, I think the biggest thing, though, is be present. It's the number one tip that I can give any busy person, which is all of us. Be present when you're in the moment, to be with your kids, fully be with them. Screw everything else. When you're fully present to be with your husband or your wife, be fully present with them, but be in a position where you can capture those ideas as they naturally happen. So just little voice recorder app, do a DJI Osmo Pocket in the car video. Try it at the mall, in that one store that's really dark. You'll remember what you're talking about. And then that's it, but otherwise, fully be present. So that way, when you are in your business, you don't feel the guilt trip of, man, I should have spent more time with whomever. Just about every day, I'm spending time with my parents, more and more. Spend time with my parents. They're getting older. I'm the youngest of 6 kids. I didn't get their young years like my older siblings did. So I'm taking as much time as I can to just spend time with them, just share and learn from them, and just all kind of stuff. So I'm fully present. And then I'm like, okay, now I got this time to come do this. Before I was here, I was with my mom, spending time with my mom. So it's just like, just be present with where you are. So when you do have an hour and you're crafting and you're cranking out these videos and all of that, you can fully be present to focus on that. And if the kids won't sit down and be still, give them a little NyQuil. It helped us growing up. No, I'm just kidding. But my mama would, I don't even know if that's child abuse or whatever, but y'all come take this medicine. Ain't nobody sick. Just gonna keep it that way. Take some NyQuil. You'll be knocked out. Or I used to think these little Benadryl pills are pink or whatever. I was like, yeah, that's my medicine. Hey, Mom, where's my medicine? Not this woman doping us up. It's a mess, so she can study. Hey, but we didn't get sick. That's the ordeal. So he said, I just got the M50 and I'm basically a novice. Well, congratulations on your new purchase. I hope you fully enjoy it. Start going through that Canon M50 series for video. And if you haven't picked up that best settings for video guide, you check that out as well. And then if you want to go another level deeper, like I was talking about earlier, shameless plug, as always, Entre Insiders Video Academy that I'm getting ready to launch. That's actually for beginners. I'm getting ready to launch that. So once you get on the list, if you're interested in that and you don't see an email after tonight's stream, depending on when you sign up to the Insiders community, then I'm going to be sending out more details on this actual course that I'm going to be doing. And it's a guided course, so it's not like, okay, here's sign up, now have fun, go learn on your own. No, I'm going to be along that journey with you, helping you out. So, and then I do these streams all the time. So if you have any questions, drop them. I'll be more than happy to help. So the green scene. So apparently you all were child abused also. so get some medicine and go take a nap. Shoot, we had quiet time growing up too. It was 6 kids. My parents refused for the house to be out of order. Like, so somebody got 2 kids and they just no control in their house. But, everybody's struggles is different. But my parents weren't having it. Y'all gonna get somewhere and sit down. It's quiet time. What are we doing? Being quiet. We're practicing. So we pick up everything in the store. Like, just get somewhere. You be still. You be quiet. Don't move. And that was the rule in church. Be still. Be quiet. Don't move. Don't zip it. But I'm telling you, NyQuil. We got that growing up. You take some medicine. Take this Benadryl. What's that? You sneeze? Take this Benadryl. Go take a nap. Be asleep for 8 hours. Don't even know what happened. You miss school. But guys, it's been an incredible stream. I appreciate each and every one of you that have joined the stream tonight. And whether you're watching this live or on the replay, I'm glad that you are here as well. As always, if you guys have any questions, comments, or thoughts after the stream has been published, you can definitely leave those down below and I will comment as always, like I do with any of you guys' question. If you're going through that M50 series or anything like that, if you're new to the community and you have any questions, whether it's on a video I did 2 months ago, I still reply to those comments as well, as you'll be able to see on any video that I've done. So it's probably only a handful of comments that I probably never responded to, but even those, once I get around to seeing them, I get to them. But for the most part, I think I have a pretty good success rate. And so the greens scene, you said, where do I sign up? Well, go to dianagladney.com. And you'll be able to get access to that. So it should be right on the website. As soon as you get there, there should be a button right there within that first fold of the thing about getting the best settings for video. That'll take you to the guide for the M50 series as well, and that'll get you included in there. As soon as I'm done with this stream tonight, I'm going to be sending an email out to the Insiders email community, and be giving you more details on only the first. Like I said, I'm really thinking about cutting it off at the first 12 people that sign up, maybe 15 if a few more people want to get in, but it's only going to be open for a little while because it's a guided course. So in addition to the videos you'll have available to go through on your own, I'll be there with you to answer your questions in the forums, in the Facebook community, and then we'll have our live stream at the end of each week. It's only a 6-week series, and then you'll get some other stuff like my pro video editing setup and all that stuff. So you guys have access to all of that and access to me as well, so I can really, really help you guys get your business visible for 2019 and really crush it. So guys, like I said, if you have any questions or anything like that, make sure that you leave those questions down below. I'll be happy to answer them. Also, last thing, like I said, you're going to get it for a steal of a deal. I tell you that much. For that course, Golly, I can't even believe I'm going that low. But for that price, it's going to be a steal, I promise you, because after this, prices will go up. So, guys, as always, what's going on here? Show you right. Always something. But guys, as always, so pumped and proud and pleased to have you here. And if you're new to the EntreFam, welcome to the community. But guys, as always, live with passion, and I will see you on the next video.